Every now and then there are footballers who ball out and are never recognized. Some of these players go to the extent of winning trophies but are not given the respect they deserve. The following are 7 players who have played exceptionally during this 2024-2025 season and yet haven't been shown any respect. Number 7, we have Tottenham Hotspur's star man and captain, Heung-min Son. This man has been at Spurs since 2015, nearly a decade of loyalty. He stayed through all the heartbreaks, the near misses, the trophyless seasons, and still gave everything. Over 160 goals, countless assists, and moments of pure magic and brilliance. Yet somehow, he's never talked about enough. Never respected the way he should be. And now, after 9 years, he's led Tottenham to their first European title, their first major trophy in years, as captain. He didn't just wear the shirt, he carried it. Next we have Bryan Mbeumo. This season, Bryan Mbeumo has quietly been one of the Premier League's standout performers. When Brentford needed a spark, he delivered. Goals, assists, leadership. He stepped up when Ivan Toney was out and carried the attack with class and consistency. But somehow, his name rarely makes the headlines. No awards, no hype, no spotlight. Yet, week after week, he shows up and performs at the highest level. He deserves so much more respect. He's not just a good player, he's a game changer. It's time fans, pundits, and the media stop overlooking him. The next player on our list is Eberechi. This season, Eberechi has been nothing short of electric. When Crystal Palace needed creativity, energy, and spark, he delivered. Gliding past defenders, creating chances out of nothing. He's been their heartbeat in midfield and attack, with dazzling footwork, fearless runs, and clutch goals. He led Crystal Palace to their first ever piece of silverware. Week after week, he performs with elegance and brilliance. And yet, he's barely spoken about. When others fade under pressure, Eze shines. It's time the football world stops overlooking him, because Eberechi Eze isn't just Palace's star. He's one of the Premier League's most underrated magicians. Another player who is barely talked about is Lois Openda. This season, Lois Openda has been nothing short of deadly. Over 20 goals, big nights, big moments, big finishes. He didn't just show up, he showed out. In the Bundesliga, in Europe, wherever his boots touch the pitch. Explosive pace, ruthless finishing, the kind of striker who gives defenders nightmares. But still, no headlines, no awards, no hype, while others get praise for half the output. Openda just keeps doing the work silently, consistently, brilliantly. At just 24, he's outperforming names twice as hyped, but flying under the radar like he's not one of the most dangerous forwards in Europe. No big club price tag, no flashy interviews, just goals, game after game. It's time football fans wake up, because Lois Openda isn't just underrated, he's a star waiting to explode. The next player we want to talk about is Thomas Partey. When fit, Thomas Partey is a monster. A midfield wall, composure, class, power. He controls the tempo, breaks up attacks, and makes the game look easy. But because of injuries, his brilliance is forgotten. But the truth is, when Partey's on that pitch, Arsenal feel different. Just take a look at his performance against Manchester City this season and in the Champions League against Real Madrid. When he's around, the midfield moves with balance. The defense breathes easier. Everything just clicks. No one talks about how he pocketed some of the best, how he dominated games with pure calm and power. They remember the absences, not the impact. But hear this, a fully fit Thomas Partey walks into almost any midfield in Europe. Not flashy, not loud, but absolutely elite. The next player on our list we would like to talk about is Antony. They called him a flop, said he was finished, a £90 million mistake. At Manchester United, Antony struggled. Confidence dipped. Fans gave up. The media trolled him. But then came the loan move to Real Betis and everything changed. No pressure, no noise, just football. And Antony, he came alive. The flair returned, the dribbles, the confidence, goals from nothing. Pinpoint assists, back-to-back man-of-the-match performances. And when Batiste needed magic in the semifinal, he delivered. A stunning solo goal, a last-minute assist. And suddenly, Real Batiste were in a cup final. He didn't just rediscover form, he rewrote his story. From the shadows of Old Trafford to the spotlight in Spain, Antony reminded the world who he really is. And now, he's not the kid who flopped, he's the man who rose again. Finally, one of the most underrated players this season has to be Lautaro Martinez. This season, Lautaro Martinez has been on another level. He didn't just play well, he led Inter Milan to another Serie A title. As captain, as top scorer, as the engine behind everything. In Serie A alone, he scored 24 goals, often with the pressure on his back and the game in the balance. In the Champions League, he added 5 more, making it 29 goals in total across all competitions. And these weren't tap-ins, they were match winners. Late goals, long-range finishes, clutch moments. But here's the thing. Despite the numbers, despite the impact, he's nowhere near the Ballon d'Or conversations. No hype, no marketing machine, just cold consistency and pure quality. He presses like a dog, finishes like a killer, and leads like someone who's done it all, yet he's only 27. You watch Inter and you feel his presence, his link-up play, his hunger, his drive to win. But still, people talk about others and leave Lautaro in the shadows. So let's ask the real question. What does Lautaro Martinez have to do? How many goals must he score? How many titles must he win before the world finally gives him his respect? Because this season, he didn't just perform, he deserved a seat at the top. What do you think? Were these players really underrated, or did we miss someone? Drop your picks in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more football